My name is Nightfox8749. I'm a paranormal investigator, and my job is to talk about the paranormal. Welcome to the Paranormal with Nightfox8749. What's up, everyone? Nightfox8749 here. Welcome back to another podcast of the Paranormal with Nightfox8749. I'm your host, Nightfox8749. This podcast will take you through many of the paranormal histories that we have experienced. That goes from haunted places, paranormal people, and now cursed video game cartridges. Which this is the start of our first video game cartridge. Is a Sonic.EXE game. Yes, you're hearing me right. Sonic.EXE. The I am God. So yeah. We're gonna be talking about the first story that happens. Yes, there is two stories that actually happen. And the first one is gonna be talking about a person named Tom. Now, Tom is a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but not the newer ones. No, he's more of the original Sonic the Hedgehog that took place back in the Genesis era. So whenever he was playing, anytime Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, 3, 4, all that stuff. He noticed that his buddy was missing for a very long time because during that day he got a mail from his good friend Kyle. And this is what it reads. Tom, I can't take it anymore. You have to get rid of this thing somehow before it's too late. I was hoping you would do it for me. I cannot do it. He's after me, and if you don't destroy this game, he'll come after you too. He's so fast for me. Please, Tom, destroy this game. Destroy this godforsaken game before he comes after you too. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc, and you destroyed him. But be quick about it. Otherwise, he'll get you. Do it. Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. Just destroy it, please. Kyle. Now, that was pretty weird for our buddy Tom here because he hasn't, like I said, he hasn't seen him for 2 weeks. So he played in the game. It was obviously a pretty normal game. But then once he pressed start, it will actually turn into like a more curse type game. Instead of having Sega 1991, it turned into Sega 666. And everything in the water has turned red, but it looks hyper realistic, like the actual water. So he played through it. The first thing that he noticed were the three characters that was introduced: Tails, Knuckles. So he's like, okay, wait a minute, this is not a Sonic the Hedgehog game because it wouldn't have that. Otherwise, it would look like a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 game. You know? And then he soon realized that there was also a Dr. Robotnik in there. So he just saw it to Tails, thinking that it's not that bad. And then he'll act one, but then the music sounds so differently. Like, here's the music right now. I'll give it a moment. Hold on. Yeah, basically, like that type of song, you know? So he played through it, and then once he got to, like, further down, he started to notice, like, some dead animals on the ground. So whenever he stopped right next to Sonic, he said, "Hello, do you want to play with me?" Then the thing said hide and seek, which then took them to Sonic 3 Angel Island, but on fire. So he went through, heard some. I guess I could find some laughter that's on here. So give me a moment about that. Hold on. So hold on. And yeah, I'm using my phone for this. So whenever he was going with Tails, he heard this. Hold on. Hold on, there's a bad. Hold on. Yeah, that's what he basically heard. In that, and then Sonic came up right behind him. Then Tails got caught, and he said he muttered something, and I don't know what it said. So the next thing he said was, "You're too slow. Want to try again." So he picked Knuckles this time, and this level was called "You Can't Run," and it will take place from Scrap Brain Zone, but the background is more like the main menu. So he went down. He played Knuckles. Looked down, and then Sonic came back and started having a boss battle with him. And then went through the boss battle. Knuckles got down on his knees and started crying. So Knuckles also got eliminated by Sonic. And then another text appeared right in front of Tom and said, "So many souls to play with, so little time. Would you agree?" Tom basically don't know what was going on. So he's like, "I'm going to stop playing right now, take a nap." And then during his nap, he heard a bunch of voices that sound like Tails and Knuckles saying, "Help us? Why did you give him to us? And run away before he gets you." But then he heard, his voice one last time. The first thing he heard was his laughter. And then him saying, "A lot of fun to play with, kid. Just like your friend Kyle. Though he didn't last long. Won't be long now until you join him and my other friends. You can't run, kid. You're in my world. Just like the others." And then that basically woke him up and decided, I need to end this. So he picked Dr. Robotnik, and the last level was just blank, ... Nothing else, just like that. But then this level was very different. People say it more looked like Castlevania level. But every time he went down but then he said that the music that was played in Hill 1 was not the same. It was playing in reverse. More like this one. So yeah. But then he noticed this. Dr. Robotnik didn't look as nervous as what Tails and Knuckles did. But he still looked paranoid to him. So the further down he went, the more darker it gotten, the more reddish it gotten, and the torches that turned from red to blue, actually. And then on the third one, Sonic popped up right in front of him. And then, like, literally, it showed, which I'm going to show a picture right here. Which, oh my goodness, it's the most scariest thing I have ever seen. Let's take that down. I don't want to see that. No. And So let's see. The screen began to flicker and it said, "I am God." Why was this character referred to him as God? But then the game completely shut off. Not completely, like turned black for 7 seconds. Then it came back on, saying, "Ready for round 2, Tom?" Then that grinning laugh one last time. Oh, hold on.
Go faster on off.
Yep, there we go. One last time. But it was more clear, as if he was right behind him. And he played it again 3 times. And it played 3 times again. But then he heard a voice that's actually right behind him. "Try to keep this entertaining for me, Tom." And once Tom turned around, he noticed a plushie of Sonic the Hedgehog with blood stains under his eyes, just like how the game version of this character became. Now, people referred to Sonic.EXE, but he's known for X or EXE for short. People refer to him as the evil Sonic, demonic Sonic, evil Shinoku. He refers to him as God. So he has a lot of powers that's on here. So yeah. And his goals were merge his realm with our world, which is still going to this day. Enslave people in his dimension and killing all of Sonic's friends, including Salad Acorn and Salad.EXE, which I think I could do another podcast of just Salad.EXE for that, and which is successful so far. So, and to keep Sonic all to himself. So yeah. That's basically the whole first story of Sonic.EXE. So yeah, I sure hope you guys enjoy that. I'm gonna head out before he even comes here, just to be safe. But you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.